Today, we're discovering how much is your customer come behind the AI curve. We're joined by Rahul Sharma, one of the amazing AI experts at Streebo. We invite you to take part in this conversation, which will last about 30 minutes plus Q&A. At any time during the discussion, you can post your questions or comments in the Q&A chat. Gil will monitor and showcase some of the questions to propel the discussion further. Just a gentle reminder to please be respectful and appropriate with your questions and comments. If you can stay for the full event, be sure to watch the replay and set up a one-on-one with the expert speaking today. You'll get a call after the event from a member of our team to gather your feedback, complete your 1-minute voice verification, and set up an appointment if you want one. So our team curated a host of industry data, including our own, to spark this conversation. Plus, during the event, we'll have an insightful demo from our expert at Streebo. Now, let's kick off this BeTechly Discovery event. Rahul, what portion of companies are using chatbots? Tidio's research with 774 business owners shows that less than 20% indicated using chatbot in 2023. However, a very large portion expected to adopt chatbots this year. So, what do you think about this data?
Yeah, so first of all, thank you so much. And I would like to invite everyone who is a part of the attendee group. So when you talk about chatbots, it's a very interesting space, right? So just before the advent of generative AI, we used to see chatbots, and people used to have chatbots on their website or for internal use cases. But these were more robotic type of bots, right? So you won't like talking to them because they were more static. But after 2023, we have seen that there's a great buzz around chatbot because of generative AI. And not only just chat, but voice bots as well. So we have been seeing that there's a great surge in the requests that we're getting from customers, and especially in industries like retail, healthcare, government, and utilities. And these are some of the industries that we have seen are getting a lot of traction with chatbots. But I'm just not limiting to those industries, because most of the industries, if you see, even manufacturing as well, right? So there are industries we have not seen before, but they're coming out and saying that we want a chat or a voice bot. And this is because you have a very cool feature, which is generative AI and a cutting edge technology that can actually make this bot more human like, right? So you can crawl information, you can integrate your backend, and you can essentially automate processes where you don't really need human involvement. Rather, let them focus on more complex things, right? So you can automate your customer service. In our experience, we have seen that when you deploy a customer service bot, and that is where we're getting a lot of traction and request as well. There are some great advantages, and I'll talk about that in a while, and we'll also show you a demo. But customer service bots can really increase customer experience and also decrease your cost, and that's really companies are looking for today, right? So, pretty good space to be in, and something that all of you would like to try.
Cool. That sounds really amazing. That's interesting. Thank you so much, Rahul, for that insight. You ready for the next question?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Now let's move on to the next slide. So, what advantages do companies with AI chatbots have over those that don't? According to Salesforce.com research, 23% of customer service companies are using AI-powered chatbots today, while Master of Codes shows 88% of customers have interacted with a chatbot recently, with as much as 38% saying they are more likely to buy from a company if they offer a live chat support, which is really good. Now, here's a ton of research that we did, So what are your comments about this data, Rahul?
Right. So this is a pretty interesting data, and I think I'll just talk about the experience we have had with a lot of our customers. Now, before I answer this, we have to take a step back and just understand that what are the problems that most of the organizations are facing. So the first problem that we are seeing is the time it takes to respond back to customers. So most of, like, if you talk about a human support, you have to call someone or you have to go through the website to find information or even do transactions. So customer experience is a big challenge because you're not able to get back to customers faster, and it's not 24 cross 7 as well. The second problem that we have seen is on the cost side. So you have like huge, call center teams, and then obviously they are dedicated from 9 to 5. So oftentimes what happens is they're completely jammed, and you are not able to take requests from all customers. And there is a huge cost, right? Agent cost is really huge, and obviously when there is a agent that is going off and you have to onboard a new agent, there's a training cost as well. So just imagine the cost that is there. So to overcome those challenges, we have seen that when you deploy a bot solution, especially for customer service bot, you can improve your customer experience because it's going to be there 24 cross 7. It can just know everything about your product and information on the website and also integrate with your backend system. So that's a very important thing. So the customers will not get stranded, right? So I can come anytime on the website and I can get answer. That increases your customer service. It can increase your customer experience, and that really results in increasing your NPS score that the companies are looking for. The second thing is on the support side. So you don't want the agents to be answering the same thing which is there on the website. So you automate these processes so your agents can focus on more complex things, right? So you get more ROI from the investment that you do with the humans and the call center that we have today. So those are very two important outcomes where companies can take advantage and also move a step forward in their own industry and in the competitive segment they have today. And the third thing that we have seen is when you deploy a bot, essentially when you have a bot on the website, Google will increase your SEO ranking higher as compared to your competitors because and there's a logical mechanism behind that. So you will have more traffic on your website. So if you have more traffic on the website, you'll have more conversations, and that will convert into opportunities, and that will result into end sales, right? So that's where companies are looking for increasing revenue. So that's a very important use case as well. So these are some of the advantages that I have seen companies are getting today.
Great, great. Well, thank you so much, Rahul, for that insight. I have a feeling that this AI chatbot will really help us transform, the
Right.
business in terms of how we can efficiently and optimize, the operational process, that kind
Right.
of part. So, Rahul, we have a question from the audience. So before we move on to the best part, in spite of seeing the demo, there are some concerns around whether the bot will work for my use case. Is it secure? What do you do about hallucinations?
Mm. Yeah, so I think we'll show you that in this demo as well. But what we do is typically the first concern is pretty true. So we get a lot of these concerns from customers. And for that, we have come up with a 30-day trial. Now, this trial is not like a product trial that will just give it to you and you have to build something on that. But what we do is to overcome this challenge and to make it work for you, and also to overcome the security concerns you have, we build a customized bot for you. So it's going to be customized for your use case. It will be using your enterprise data, and then we build a bot and hand it over to you so you can try it for 30 days. So that has really helped us because most of the customers, when they touch and feel the solution, they try it and it works for them, then they just come back and say, let's talk about next step. So we want to make sure before we go and talk about anything about pricing or whatever we talk about in the next steps, we want the customers to be comfortable with our solution and they should like the solution in order to take it to the next level. So this is something that we are offering and which is open to everyone. And we would certainly be interested to talk about that.
Perfect. Well, that sounds really great. Well, now to the best part of this event.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh,
So,
yep.
yeah, so thank you, Ella. I think what we are going to show today is we are just going to give you a glimpse of the solution. Now, this could be customized for your industry and use case, but this is what we call Streebo's bot store. And by the way, Streebo is an IBM, Azure, Google, and AWS business partner. So we work with different technologies. We are based out of Houston. So when you talk about solution, we have invested heavily in AI solutions since the last 5+ years. And you see, we have different solutions across all these different industries. And I'm sure you would be falling in some of this industry as well. When you talk about these industry, we have specific subcategory of solutions as well. So if I go into banking, we have a digital banking, corporate banking, and different solutions. And if I talk about insurance, we have a life insurance solution. We have, uh, yeah, if you go to, yeah, so the health insurance, general insurance. So different solutions for different customers. And what we have done is we have integrated these solutions with the leading NLP technologies and the leading generative AI models that you have right now in the market. So any model that you like, be it on any platform, we have it available. So we can pick and choose that model and make the bot work for you. And with that, we'll show you a quick sample, which is in the retail domain, right? So this is just like any other website. You might be having a similar website for customer service. Now, typically, there's a challenge, right? If I have to go and search information on the website, it takes a lot of time. So what I can do is we can take that particular website and we can deploy and extend that on a chatbot. And my colleague, Sabina, is going to fire up some of the questions, but there are two broad use cases. So the first use case is what we talk about is retrieval augmented generation. So which is like a classical generative AI use case. So here, when I come here and say, what is the discount offer? So what it is doing is it is browsing or crawling the entire website, or it could be documents or PDFs. And with the help of generative AI, we are summarizing that information for the customer. So we're not just passing the information, but we are summarizing that. And the point to be noted here is we are keeping it within the context of the enterprise. So it's whatever data you provide, it's going to be within that. So we're not really opening up anything from the web world. And the same question, if you ask it in a different manner, and this is where the generative AI flavor will come in. So it will respond to you with the same context and the same information, but in a dynamic fashion. So both the responses, if you see, will vary. And if we fire up another question, I think you will see the generative AI flavor. I think it's kind of coming out with the same answer, but you will see there's a variation in the responses. So it's more like human conversation. So, and that is where you would like to talk to a bot. The second example is integrating with your backend system. So let's say if I come on the website and if I've asked some of these questions, I'm happy and I want to take to the I want to go to the next level and take it to the next step, I can come and buy any product on the website. So what you see right now, we have integrated with commerce at the back end. Now, this is an example of retail, but if you talk about banking, we can integrate with bank at the back end, whatever banking solution you have, or insurance or manufacturing or whatever industry. The idea is we can integrate, we can bring information on the chatbot, and you can do transactions on the chatbot. Now it knows about your profile because you have logged in. We can integrate with your identity management tool as well, so you can know the profile of the user. I can select multiple brands and filter it down, and I can complete my transaction on the bot. So I don't have to really wait and browse or navigate through different pages. I can just do it right away on the chatbot. And when you talk about real world conversations, you will often see that customers do move here and there, which is like typical digression sort of questions. So here you can see, like in the conversation, the bot can even digress to a different conversation and come back to where you were. So it's a very smart generative AI powered bot where it can crawl information, it can understand user profile, it can personalize responses, it can integrate to your backend system, and all of this would be done seamlessly, and you don't have to change your technology stack. So we can deploy this bot on your existing website or mobile or whatever you have today. So you don't have to really invest in changing anything in terms of technology. And this is obviously once you have, and you can go ahead and view my cart as well, and you can place the order right away from your cart. So a lot of these things that you have in terms of complex business transactions, you can do it right away. Now, what I want to show you is the same bot is available across different channels. So it's an omni-channel bot which can work on the web, but it can be extended to, let's say in this case, Facebook. So you can make it work on Facebook. Here is like example where I come on the Facebook, you might be having a page there, and I can fire up a question. It will again refer to your website or your backends, and it will bring the answer back. So you can do the same conversion on Facebook. The same information will be available on SMS channel and on the email channel as well. So this is an example of SMS channel where I can come here and I can track my order. So let's assume that you are out there and you don't have any internet, but you still want to track your order. So we have extended the same bot on the text channel. So here come track order, or you can also find out information that how much is the shipping charge, or when is the order going to be available for shipping, something like that. So you can bring all that information on the text as well, and we can use an existing number, or you can have a new number as well. Interestingly, we have extended the same bot on email channels as well. So we have seen most of the customers have email support, right? So you will have an email where you send out support information or any questions you have from customers. So customers will reach out to you through this channel. So you can automate your emails as well. So this is not a templatized email. It is actually integrated with generative AI. So I can come here and I can say I want to return a product. Now the bot is smart enough to understand that I have missed certain information, that is like what is the reason of returning the product. So it will ask me based on my profile, and obviously my email ID will validate, and that will be the validation point where it will check with the backend system. So it knows my profile and things what I'm doing. So I'll provide that information. I'll do some back and forth. Let's say it's a defective product, and then once it's done, it can place the order, or what it can return the order. So you can also automate things on email using generative AI, and within the context of enterprise, not really outside what you're not doing. So this is on the email side. So you can automate across different channels, and this is on the chat side. But recently, it's a very interesting concept. But recently, we have launched a voice bot as well. And this voice bot and we have been doing a lot of research in AI, and we have made this voice bot close to human-like experience. So if you are interested in doing a voice bot as well, or building something on the voice, we can do that as well. And we'll run a video that we have captured in the interest of time, and
Could you please share the
and
tracking
just to show
ID?
you.
So the tracking ID is 75519.
Just a quick minute. Almost there. Thank you for providing the tracking ID. Let me check the status of your order. Please give me a moment.
Yeah, so you can see here the bot is navigating nicely and talking about what would you want. Like it could be anything related to the website.
Please provide the order's status.
Thank you for waiting. I have checked the status of your order with tracking ID 755199. Your order is shipped and you can expect it to be delivered in the next 34 working days. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Yeah, if I
So,
place an order right
Sabrina,
now,
if you
can I
pause this,
expect to
please.
ship out
So
today?
this was just a glimpse of what we can do, but you can see here the voice is so powerful, and we are also using neural techniques as well, where you can actually sense the sentiment of the user, emotions of the user, and you can guide them on the voice. So something that you can actually build it for your customer service. So whatever touch points your customers have across the journey, you can automate all of these, right from your web chat to emails and SMS and things like that. The other thing that I want to show you here is the bot supports different languages as well, rather all languages. So apart from English, we support all languages. So depending upon where your customer base is. So here we'll show you one example, which is Spanish. So let me select Spanish here, and you can see the bot will start talking in Spanish as well. And you don't have to really select it. It's just that we are trying to show you different languages, but you can just come on the bot, fire up the question in any language, and the bot will automatically detect that language. So you don't have to worry about selecting it explicitly. And most importantly, let's say the bot is not working, or let's say the bot is not responding back to you in the right form. So you can connect to a live agent as well. And this live agent would be someone from your side, right? So you would be using a contact center solution today. It could be Genesis, Avaya, or like a Zendesk or any other agent solution. So we can integrate with that and hand off to your agent as well. So it's a seamless handover from the bot to the agent, and this could complete the entire flow or the loop that you would see in the solution. So multiple things that we can do. And what I would like to offer here is that we are running a 30-day trial for our customers, as I mentioned earlier. So if you're interested, we can show you a generic solution for your industry and use case. If you like it, we can build a bot for you for your use case, and we'll let you try that bot. And if you like it, then we talk about how we can help you further. Hello.
All
That's
right.
really
Well,
nice. And
mhm.
Rahul, sorry to cut you, Ella. And Rahul, we have an interesting question here from Vin.
Right.
Are there any chances of incorrect information sent by the AI?
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't deny that. Obviously, that is possible because of the generative AI, and all of us are aware about hallucination and things like that. But that is where we come in. So we are focused on building enterprise bot solutions. So we don't really use generative AI where we pull information from the website. So we put guardrails around it, right? So for example, if I want to order a pizza on a retail website, we put guardrails where the bot will say, "Hey, I'm not trained to answer this." So we ensure that we use your data, we train it for your business flow, and we have a boundary around that. So just to cut down that outside world input.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Rahul and team,
Yeah.
for that outstanding demo. Now I'm going to share my slides back up. And thank you so much, for showing us how does an AI chatbot interact with your
Yeah.
customers. And no wonder why is it that most of the consumers would prefer to have like a live chatbot who's going to assist them or help them to place orders, and do a bunch of things. So thank you so much for that insight. Now, everyone, when you receive a call from a member of our team, that's your chance to learn more about the 30-day free trial. So don't hesitate to let us know about that. Thank you so much, everyone, especially Rahul and the team, for this vibrant discussion. Have a
Yeah.
great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you, sir.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.